I promise you've never heard of a war quite like this before. It wasn't fought over land, gold, or even a throne. No, this was a war over a wooden bucket. Yes, you heard that right. A humble wooden bucket. Buckle up because this is the bizarre story of the War of the Bucket, and it's as strange as it sounds. Our tale begins in medieval Italy in the early 14th century, a time when rivalries ran deep between the Guelphs and Ghibellines. For those unfamiliar, the Guelphs were loyal to the Pope, while the Ghibellines supported the Holy Roman Emperor. These factions weren't just ideological foes. Their rivalry often spilled into violent, bloody conflict. But no one could have guessed that a simple, everyday object like a bucket would ignite one of their most infamous skirmishes. In the year 1325, the city-states of Bologna and Modena were on opposing sides of this heated divide. Bologna stood with the Guelphs, and Modena sided with the Ghibellines. On a fateful day, a group of Modenese soldiers snuck into Bologna under the cover of darkness. Did they seek secret battle plans or treasures? No. What they stole was a wooden bucket from Bologna's town well. You might be asking, why a bucket? To the Modenese, it wasn't just a bucket, it was a symbol. By taking this bucket, they weren't just trolling Bologna. They were issuing an insult so egregious that it demanded retaliation. And in Bologna, the stolen bucket became a rallying cry. Outraged and humiliated, they geared up to reclaim their wooden pride. This act of thievery quickly escalated into an all-out war. The armies of Bologna, reportedly numbering around 30,000 men, marched onto Modena to retrieve their bucket. Modena met them in full force with an army of roughly 5,000 soldiers. The two forces clashed in the Battle of Zappolino, a confrontation so fierce you'd never guess a pail of water was the catalyst. Despite being outnumbered, Modena's forces emerged victorious. Legend has it that they even taunted the defeated Bolognese by carrying the bucket into their city in a grand victory parade. And here's the kicker: Modena never gave the bucket back. Incredibly, to this day, the legendary bucket is said to be housed in Modena's Torre della Ghirlandina, a famous bell tower, as a trophy of their improbable victory. But there's more to this story than a stolen bucket. The War of the Bucket shines a light on the absurdity of some conflicts throughout history. What started as a petty act of mischief spiraled into one of medieval Italy's most memorable battles. And while it's easy to laugh at from our modern perspective, perhaps it serves as a reminder of how small provocations can snowball into outsized reactions. Despite the tensions, neither Bologna nor Modena gained much from the ordeal, besides maybe some bragging rights for Modena. If anything, their century-old feud likely deepened. And for Bologna, well, they had to bear the shame of their lost bucket, a piece of history now emblematic of the trivial causes behind some of humanity's greatest disputes. So, the next time you see a wooden bucket, think of its role in igniting medieval drama and shaping history in the most unexpected of ways. The War of the Bucket might sound like a punchline, but beneath its comical exterior lies a fascinating story about rivalry, pride, and the things we fight for, no matter how small. And there you have it, the strangest war you've probably never heard of. What do you think? Does this unusual tale make you see history a little differently? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to share this with someone who loves unbelievable history. Until next time, stay curious.